Chef Nick, Chef Nico, Chef Tyson. Welcome to my prep table. I'm your host, Chef Nico, with my four-legged friend Tyson. Sharpen your knives, grab your ingredients, and let's bring it to the board. Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of my prep table. Today's board recipe is chicken cutlet Parmesan. This was actually message to me from one of my followers. They wanted to see my technique on how to do chicken Parmesan. So guess what, folks? We're going to bring it to you live right now. All right, we're going to start off with our flour, our eggs, our seasoned breadcrumbs, a little oil, some Parmesan cheese, some parsley, and of course our chicken. Guys, when you get the chicken in the store, you get a nice big cutlet. Okay, what you want to do is basically trim it down to at least 3 portions so your chicken is nice and thin, okay? We'll set that aside with the rest of our chicken. So you'll get 3 portions out of your chicken. Now, if your chicken cutlet is cut thin enough, you really don't have to hit it, tenderize it, flatten it out with a mallet. You could do it like this, and the technique I'm going to show you today should solve those issues of either not cooking the chicken cutlet all the way through, as some people tell me they can't get it cooked. If you make a nice thin cutlet, you're better off giving people more pieces, thin cutlet, do it right, and this way you won't run into those issues. So what we're going to do is, I always like to season my chicken. So I'm going to hit this with a little white wine, okay? Me, white wine, chicken, I love it. A little salt, a little pepper. We're going to season our flour with some salt and pepper, okay? And we're going to hit it with a little olive oil. Okay? And we're just going to give this a quick mix. All right, so as we marinate the chicken cutlets, it's pretty good you let them sit for about 5 minutes. You know, let them absorb the white wine, the salt, the pepper. So you always want to season your products. So we're going to set that aside. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cut up some parsley. Okay. We're going to give that a quick chop. We're going to throw that into our breadcrumb. And we're going to take our grated cheese and throw that in the breadcrumb. Okay, we're going real Italian style cooking here. Never get enough pecorino romano. We'll give that a quick mix, okay, along with the other seasonings that are in your breadcrumb. But we're going to get nice, flaky, fresh parsley. The fresh cheese will be crusted on top of the chicken. So obviously the process to this is you want to flour your chicken cutlet first so it doesn't burn. Then you want to give it a little egg wash to get your breadcrumbs stuck onto your chicken cutlet. Our pan says it's hot enough. So we're going to add about a cup of vegetable oil. Then we're going to add about a tablespoon of butter. Okay? You want to let the butter melt into the oil. And what that'll do, that'll prevent your oil from burning your chicken cutlet, okay? Remember, butter and oil doesn't burn. Okay, so as we wait for the butter to come down, we're going to take our chicken cutlet, we're going to dip it into the flour. You want to just lightly coat one side, as so. You want to give it a little dip in your egg wash. Okay, drain off the excess. Then you throw that right into your breadcrumbs. Give it a little pat. Help it get coated. Okay? And there you have your breaded chicken cutlet with your nice fresh parsley. If you guys want and you want a thicker crust, feel free to just double dip it back into the egg and then back into the breadcrumbs, and you'll get a thicker crust. But I like my crust light, fluffy, because I don't like to overdo it, because you really want to taste the chicken. You don't want to taste the breadcrumbs. And this is another good seasoning if you're making chicken fingers for the kids. Just cut the chicken in smallest strips, double dip them, and you can fry those off. So you're going to place the chicken in the pan. The important part when you're cooking your chicken is you want to find a median where your chicken cutlets are going to cook evenly, where the temperature isn't too high or isn't too low. You're kind of just cooking it to a perfect temperature, because if you got the fire too high, you're going to burn the chicken cutlet. And what I like to do is actually finish them right in the pan once they come out of, before they go into the oven. So this way, this will ensure your chicken cutlet is cooked. Okay, so let's do one more here. We're going to give it a dip. Okay, let the excess egg run off. Give it a nice little pat of breadcrumbs. Get all those ingredients and the cheese and the fresh parsley stuck on there. Okay, place those in the pan. Give it a little shake, and what you want to do is just cook them evenly for about 4 to 5 minutes aside. So you'll cook one side for 4 minutes, you'll flip it over, and we'll show you that in 1 minute. Okay, guys, so as you're going to cook these about 4 or 5 minutes aside, you're going to turn them over. Okay. And what you want is, if you can see it, you get that nice golden flavor and color when you find your good median on your stove. So what we're going to do next is, we got our oven preheated 375 degrees. We're going to take our chicken cutlets out. Now you could put them on a paper towel. You could get the excess oil to come out of them. But since we're making these right now for lunch, we're going to come right out of the pan. And you could see that nice, beautiful crisp and color where your heat is at your perfect median. So we're going to put those right on our sheet pan. So guys, you got your 3 chicken cutlets. We have our tomato sauce, which is our mother sauce. We're going to gently put about a spoonful of tomato sauce right on top of the chicken cutlet. Okay, you don't want to go too crazy. You're better off letting your guests or your family members put as much sauce as they want on it. The one thing I do know everyone loves is cheese. We got beautiful fresh mozzarella. We'll put about 2 pieces on each one. Now we got our oven going. We're going to throw these in the oven for about 10 minutes. Let the cheese melt. And we'll be right back to plate this up. Okay, guys, back. Our chicken cutlet parm is ready. We got the nice fresh mozz melted. The tomato sauce is binding in with the chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoop out our chicken cutlet. Let's make 2 pieces because I feel that's how I feel today. Okay. You can put some extra sauce on that. I tend to like my chicken with less the sauce. But there's your nice fresh chicken parm. We'll put some fresh grated Reggiano. And maybe we'll give it a nice little garnish with a little piece of parsley. Okay, there you have it. Thank you for messaging me on to make you guys chicken parm. I hope this video was helpful. Bon appetit. Don't forget to join us next time for another video at my prep table as we bring it to the board. Have a good night, folks. There you have it, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to visit us on mypreptable.com for today's recipe. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm your host, Chef Nico, with my four-legged friend Tyson. Tune in for the next episode as we bring it to the board.